This is KUGAN CASSIUS for IFL TV in association with Macklin's Gym Marbella. We're in San Carlo here in Manchester for a media lunch with WBA Super Bantamweight champion Scott Quigg. How are you?
I'm good.
You seem very relaxed.
All good.
People got the chance to see the Gloves Are Off yesterday, which was filmed a little while ago. It wasn't just filmed yesterday, it was filmed a little while ago.
It was filmed last Tuesday.
Oh, so it wasn't that long ago. It was only last Tuesday. I thought it was a little bit longer than that ago.
Last Tuesday. So it weren't too long ago. So
How did you think you come across in it?
I felt like I come across well. Just myself, really. There's one thing about me, and I can't act. I just be me and speak the truth. And that's it. Not the best talker. I'm not an actor. I'm not thingy. So I just tell it how it is and just be me.
It seems to be in that Gloves Are Off that Carl Frampton was sort of questioning your, shall we say, lack of intelligence outside, inside the boxing ring, whatever. What did you think he was getting at?
I don't know. I don't get me wrong. I'm never going to be on one of these programs, Mastermind or anything like that. Academically, I'm not the brightest. School education-wise, I left school, but I don't understand where he comes from with the lack of intelligence. Because I'm streetwise. I'm very, I know what I'm doing. I think he's obviously just going at maybe the way I speak. Maybe sometimes when I stutter or whatever, just the way I talk. But that'll be his downfall, because he genuinely believes I have no intelligence, and he thinks I fight one way, and he generally believes that. And I said it on there, that'll be his downfall.
Do you believe that you are totally being sort of, not overlooked, but slightly underestimated by Team Frampton?
Definitely they're not overlooking me. He respects me as a fighter. I respect him as a fighter. You don't become world champion overnight. Through a lot of hard work, a lot of dedication and a lot of talent. So in that sense, no, I don't think he's overlooking me. But they're going to be in for a shot, because they really believe I fight one way. They think I'm good at fighting at that one way, but they think I can't adapt. They think I'm just going to come steaming forward, and hey, I might do. But if I come steaming forward, it's because I'm going to knock him out.
Since this fight was first talked about, obviously everyone's had their varied opinions, Scott Quigg, and like I said, it's turned more 50-50 in people's opinions over who they think are going to win. But it seems to be that it was last June or July when you fought Martinez. Can't remember which month it was, but that seems to have sort of maybe altered people's opinions about who's going to win the fight based on what happened in that first round with Gonzalez with Frampton, and how destructive you was of Kiko Martinez. Is that fair to say?
Yeah, it's changed a lot of people's opinions, because I think the best opponent he's faced is Kiko Martinez, and he stopped him in 9 in a very tough fight, and then he beat him on points. People was saying he'd fought the better opposition, which I disagree with. But up until the Kiko Martinez fight, that's what people were saying. So in that fight, for me, there's a lot of pressure, because it was a no-win situation. Frampton had already stopped him, and then the second time he beat him on points. Nobody expected me to get him out of there early. If I would have got him out of there late on, Frampton's already done it. I'd already beat him on points. So the only way I could have got any credit and any real show people what I was capable of was going out there and doing what I did. Did I think I was going to land that shot that early, and get him out of there that early? No, I thought between 4 and 6 rounds, I thought I was going to get him round 6. Joe was saying we're going to get him early. We're going to get him early. Stick to what we're doing. Set that trap, and he'll take the bait. And the way I finished it and got him out of there within 2 rounds, I think that really opened people's eyes. And, well, actually, Quigg can fight. He's the real deal. And with him in his performance, they picked Gonzalez from a list of opponents because they thought he was going to be the easiest one and go over there. Because let's not make two balls about it. It's about him going over there, picking an opponent and looking good, knocking someone out, and the Americans raving about him. So they chose that opponent, and he nearly come unstuck. But then, what I take from that is they chose that opponent because they knew he was the weakest of the lot of what was on offer. But then, because he gave Frampton a tough fight, caused him problems, Shane McGuigan then turns around and says he's going to go down to bantamweight and he's going to be the next ruler at bantamweight. Then he gets beat by Karim Gurfa, who is European level. So it makes me laugh, with some of the statements they come out with. It's just funny.
I know something that you were sort of itching to talk about at the press conferences that we had back to back was certain sparring sessions involving Carl Frampton. A little bit was revealed in The Gloves Are Off. So what do you make of that?
It is what it is. He lied. He said he'd not been knocked out when he was knocked out. You know he was knocked out.
I'm not going to say I know he was knocked out. I'm just going by from what the stories I heard while the press conference was going on, and also from obviously The Gloves Are Off as well.
And not just by me. Have you heard rumours by anyone else?
Listen, I've heard rumours, but like I said, rumours are rumours, and I don't really take too much notice of rumours.
There's good sources in there. There's good sources in these. But again, it was just a fact. I know, and he knows, he's been knocked out. And he lied. So I call him Pinocchio.
This fight seems to have come around very, very quickly. It seems a long time ago that those 3 back-to-back press conferences happened, and we're sort of, we're talking about Monday today. The fight is literally next week on Saturday. So it has come around quicker than what we could have anticipated.
Don't count the days, make the days count. Yeah, because listen, time flies. There's one thing you can't control, and that's time. You can't slow it down and you can't speed it up. You've got to use it wisely. And that's every day, I make every day count.
A fighter that's always been linked with yourself and Carl Frampton is Leo Santa Cruz. And Santa Cruz is now fighting a fighter that Carl first fought over 2 years ago, and then again after that, and then someone new fought 8 months ago. What do you make of that? Because like I said, he's considered one of the best at the fight, at the weight rather. I know he's changed weights, etc. and blah blah, but what do you make of that fight between Santa Cruz and Kiko?
I mean, we'll have to see how it pans out. I think he's had 2 wins since against low caliber opposition, but people were saying it was a dangerous fight for me. It was still fresh. He was still dangerous, which he was. But then when I take him out of there in that fashion, then you get other people, their team going, "Oh, he was past his." Yet he's now fighting Leo Santa Cruz. We'll see how past he was against me when he fights Leo Santa Cruz, because I do believe that he'll give Santa Cruz some problems. Imagine if he lands a lucky one.
You never know.
I could move up to featherweight after beating Frampton, and then beat Kiko for the featherweight title. But no, listen, one fight at a time for me. This fight now with Frampton. This is the fight I've wanted for a long time. I'm excited. It's, like you said, it's just around the corner now. Has it come quick for me? No, because the training camp I've had and the work I've been putting in has been a lot of dedication, a lot of focus, nothing unusual. You know, always the same what I always do. You know, that I leave no stone unturned, and expect the best performance that people have ever seen on me on the 27th.
Rivalry-wise, this is quite strange because it's always been one of these fights.
To wrap this interview up because of my food.
All right, sorry. Threw me right off balance then. Banter Quigg. The rivalry between the two of yourselves, like I said, we saw some of it, but it wasn't just to do with you. It was to do with Eddie and Barry, Shane. It was the whole Joe, and it was the whole sort of team versus team thing. But do you dislike Team Frampton or Carl himself?
I respect him as a fighter. I have no dislike towards him. You know, I don't know him to personally dislike him. I respect him as a fighter. His team are irrelevant to me. You know, I don't. Do I like them? No. Do they bother me? No. Do they annoy me? No. I don't let them wind me up or get under my skin like Eddie and Joe get under Frampton's skin. Can see his skin crawling when he's around them. But other than that, I just take it all in my stride, and all that matters is me doing my training, me preparing 1,000,000% as best I can, and going in there and doing the job. That's all that matters to me. I don't let anything else distract me. I don't get angry over anything. It's just, it is what it is. Just focus on what needs to be focused on.
But you're saying as a team, you dislike them as a team.
Put it one way, I wouldn't go out and socialise with them unless they had a box of eggs.
Okay, fair enough. It's your opinion. Something I did want to ask you about. I interviewed Frank Warren recently. Obviously, he's announced that Dickens will face Rigondeaux. That was Joe Gallagher. Sorry. Will face Rigondeaux, a fighter that is considered to be avoided by other super bantamweights. But give credit to Jazzy Dickens for stepping in the ring with Rigondeaux.
100% give credit to him, and you know what? I hope he goes in there and pulls it off. It's a big ask, you know. But in boxing, it only takes one, and Jazz is a good fighter. You know, he would be in Galahad, in my opinion, and all the best to Jazz. You know, he steps up to the plate. And again, you never know in boxing, it only takes one punch, but he's up against it. But I'll be rooting for him to win.
At some point, with him being the champion in recess, I believe, the winner is of you two, between you and Carl.
I mean, I'm not going to go in there and outbox him, am I? But I'm going to go in there and I'll land the shot that's going to take him out. So it's a fight that I always want to challenge myself and fight the best. You know, and it's about timing, and I feel like I'm really coming into the peak of my career now. The way I'm training, the way I'm performing in the gym at the minute, I really do believe that I'll get past Frampton. Then Rigondoux's I'm not going to give up a belt to avoid him. You know, so
Shingo weight there as well.
Yeah, well, Shingo works there, but I've been WBA champion. I'm not going to give the WBA belt up on me. So it's about, and I want to fight the best. So I'll take care of business on the 27th, and then obviously Rigondeaux is next because that's what the WBA have ordered.
Give me a prediction for 27th. Will you stop Frampton?
Win.
Will you stop him?
I can win on points. I can stop him, but I will knock him out.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, Scott Quigg, thanks for talking to IFL TV. One quick question I forgot to ask you about. What do you make of What do you make about Joshua fighting Charles Martin? Is he ready for Charles Martin? Not ready for Charles Martin, but ready to fight for a world title.
On paper, you would say no because of experience, but talent-wise, potential, I believe Anthony Joshua will win the fight. Do you know? And I think then it's just about, it's hard to learn on the job then when you're a world champion. But Anthony Joshua beats Charles Martin. It's a very tough fight because of the inexperience at that level. But they wouldn't take it if he didn't believe in himself, and he knows what he has to do. So got a lot of respect for him, and he's going to be one of the next heavyweight world champions, I believe.
Scott Quigg, thanks for talking to Eiffel TV. I'm going to let you get back to your food before you stab him with that fork. You got a little bit of an horrible side to you, so.
Your steak's ready as well.
Oh yeah, my steak's ready as well.
The dairy's done.
It's coming out of your pay-per-view money.
Oh, it is. Yes, I'll fill your boots.
Scott Quigg, thank you very much.